Now, what is ahead for our troops in Iraq? Former Chief UN Nuclear Inspector and NBC analyst David Kaye joins us now to talk about that. First of all, David, what do you think about this criticism that Hans Blix, the Chief UN Weapons Inspector, had for the United States?
Well, John, I think it's somewhat expected from Dr. Blix. I think it's wrong. I think it's unfair. I think it's a failure to accept responsibility for what many will judge as his own inadequate performance. But on the other hand, look, it's the end of a difficult period. I think you move on. The role of UN inspectors, at least as led by Dr. Blix, is over. It's past. It'll be a subject of doctoral dissertations, history, and that. It has nothing to do with what's about to unfold in Iraq.
He was stung by the criticism that many Americans said he wasn't fair.
Absolutely. He was stung by that. He was stung by he thinks he did not get support and time to carry out the course of his action. It's been 12 years. I think, you know, history's moved on.
I was just getting ready to say that's history now as the U.S. moves ahead on the military campaign. Well, let's move on and talk about something else as well. What can you tell us about the reports of this unmanned plane that crashed in Kuwait? What are the implications of this? Could this Cessna have been transformed into some sort of crop duster with chemical weapons?
Absolutely, it could, John. And in talking to military officials over the last month or so, the thing that really worried them most immediately as they prepared to attack, because they're so concentrated in the Kuwaiti area, is reports that the Iraqis had made real breakthroughs in UAVs, as many as 50, highly accurate GPS piloting, that they had moved from, actually, this looks like one of their early generations, to really quite small, hard to detect, hard to shoot down aircraft capable of spreading both biological and chemical weapons. I think we'll see more of this.
And how dangerous could these be?
Well, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time and unprotected, they're very dangerous. U.S. troops now, as you've been reporting, are actually sleeping and fully mopped up, except for the gas mask and the gloves. With any warning, they'll put those on. And that protection is good against this. I think they'll blow right through any chemicals that are spread. Unprotected civilian populations, rear area, logistics people that are not buttoned up in a Bradley or an Abrams, it poses a serious problem.
Well, let me just ask you, because we've been talking so much about the chemical suits and the gas masks and the troops being in danger, the journalists who are with them. What's the most dangerous chemical or biological weapon they might encounter?
The most dangerous of their chemicals is clearly VX. It's highly persistent. It's very, very toxic. A small drop, it generally acts through penetration of the skin.
Could you spray it?
Yes, absolutely.
And
you can spray
that's what they could do with that plane.
That's absolutely. You'd spread it like that. You really aerosolize it, and it moves as very small droplets. And the wicked nature of VX is a very small droplet is fatal. So it's the most dangerous. It's also very persistent. If you spray it, it will stay active on the ground, so you can later get it by simply touching a vehicle that's been contaminated by it. It does not evaporate readily. It will be around for weeks.
All right, David Kaye. David, as always, good to talk with you, and we will talk again about this.